Hi. Well, Facebook didn't give me a countdown, so there you go. Just tricked me. How are you all this morning? I hope you are all having a really amazing week. Mine's been pretty full on, but I really love it that way. I like being busy and keeping up with everything. Um, so I wanted to chat to you today about keeping it real and how being true to yourself and being unique and real can actually help you attract that ideal client that you've probably been searching for, but maybe finding it hard to sort of nail it down. This is a very common thing that I speak to a lot of you about and a lot of my clients, and it's who is my ideal client? Where do I find them? How will I know that they're the right one? And there is no total recipe to all of that happening. A lot of the time, it is just an organic process that takes you and gets you to that point eventually. So for me, and this is the reason I wanted to bring this up today, was because my beautiful neighbour across the road, she's started a sort of second business in the last couple of months, and we were talking about posting on social media and why it's really important to just keep to your story and who you are and what makes you authentic and organic, because that's what attracts people. Yes, they might not like straight away, they might not comment, you might not even know that they're watching you, but they're in the background watching and listening to what you're saying, and they're loving it. And the more they love it, the more they're going to stalk you and want to find out more about you. So it really brings it home for me, and thinking about my own journey, how when I started out as even just in the health coaching business, I didn't really know who I was at that time. I had just started my journey, and a photo popped up on Facebook the other day of me 3 years ago, and I don't know who that girl is anymore. She looked very sad and unhappy and depressed and very overweight. But I do remember how I was feeling at that time, and I did feel all those things. But I do remember I was feeling hopeful, in the picture I was climbing a mountain, which is very hopeful. I was very hopeful because I had done my study. I knew that there was more to life than what I had known before, and I knew that I wanted to help people. But I was very much at the start of that journey for myself. And so I wasn't feeling confident in what I was doing and talking to my clients about, because I did not love myself at that time, and I didn't feel confident telling someone else how to do something that I hadn't quite worked out myself. Excuse me. So these are all really important things, because as you go on your journey and you start to learn things about yourself and learn things that are really true to you and make you who you are, that's when your copy and the words that you're speaking and writing and storytelling, it all comes back to the words that are coming from your heart and your truth. And once you start finding that and start talking about that and sharing that, you will start attracting those people who are really drawn to the real you and drawn to your message and drawn to what you're passionate about and want to work with you because they love you and your style. What I see a lot, and what I used to do, is I used to look up to a lot of people in the industry. And there's a lot of people in the holistic space, whatever modality you do and you practice. I've got a sore arm. There's some cool new equipment I've been checking out actually for holding phones up. I'll have to share it with you if I eventually get it. Yes, no matter what modality you practice, there's always going to be people that I guess are doing it at a different level than you are. And it is very easy to feel like you have to do what they're doing and feel like you have to, maybe not copy, but do go down a similar path of some things that they have been doing. I think we've all fallen into that. Like, oh my God, she's doing something so amazing. I'm going to go and try and do something similar, but put my own twist on it. And there is totally nothing wrong with that, as long as you do put your own twist on it and make it your own. Because too often we fall into the trap of trying to copy a formula that someone else has done because we can see it's been successful, but it's been successful for them usually because they have made it their own and it is theirs, and that's what they practice and that's what they do. And what I've seen is that you will get more success out of life and business when you start being true to you, listening to what's coming up for you and what path is meant to be for you. And that means really listening to yourself. And that's bloody hard, I can tell you. It's taken me a long time to practice that. But once you do start listening to yourself, you're actually guided by yourself with what the next steps are in your business and your life. And being a lot more in flow like that is a lot better than pushing and trying to do things that other people are doing and that you're seeing they're being successful at, or that formula worked for them. Work out what works for you. And be, true to yourself and organic when you're thinking about it and talking about it. So I know that I've spoke about this a lot to you before. So any of the new members might not have heard me say it, but a lot of people were very, skeptical when I said that I wanted to join the health coaching and the business mentoring together, because they're like, how the hell does that work? We only know you for XYZ. But to be honest, the business stuff, I love that, and I can do it in my sleep because that's what I've done all my life. And I'm more than happy to help people with that. But I also love to be able to show people that you can run a successful business and look after yourself. So I knew for me, I had to teach both. I had to bring both of those elements into my business. It does not mean that it's perfect right now. I'm still working the formula out so that it can, be more progressive and get more people on board so they can see the importance of it. And I know the people who are on board already and are in the balanced entrepreneur space, are getting benefit out of the information in there. But it now needs tweaking. But that's all part of the process. As long as you go with your heart and yep, that's for me, that's what I really want to do, then you can work on building the base, the foundation, and work on making it better. But it has to come from here, and it has to be true to you and what you believe in. So that's what I wanted to bring to you today. And as I said, the reason I was, wanted to mention it was because I have been speaking to my beautiful friend who's going through the very start of her business at the moment. And so brings home to me, when you're doing your social media and when you're blogging, all of the things like that, make sure you're using your own words. And something, we went to a workshop a couple of weeks ago with Elizabeth Campbell. She's amazing if you get to check her out. She uses something called wow words. And basically what your wow words are your keywords, but the words that you speak, excuse me, words that you speak often. So for me, I say amazing a lot, and I say balanced a lot, and I say holistic a lot, because they're my words that I love to use. And so she says when you're doing any copy, especially blogging, make sure you're weaving your words into your copy. And that goes for your social media as well. Just like your branding is a visual connection to you and your business, your copy is exactly the same. So make sure when you're speaking your words, they come from the heart. Don't use jargon that your clients or potential clients don't understand. Just keep it simple and really, basic and true to you. And that's all you need to do. And eventually, it might not happen straight away, but eventually down the track, those clients will come to you because they love the way that you work and they love who you are and that message that you're putting out. Awesome. Well, I'm going to go because my arm's really bloody sore. Well, I hope that you have an amazing day. I'm still getting over my bronchitis, but I'm feeling a lot better. And I can't wait to see some more lives today. Also, huge welcome to all the new members. We have had a lot of new members come in over the last month or so, and I really want to welcome you to the group and encourage you to start connecting and sharing on the different theme days, because we'd love to get to know you as well. And I'm a big believer that connecting, whether it's just a post or a comment or a like, connecting is a great pathway to working together and further collaborations in the future for your business and your life. So definitely keep building those beautiful connections and those relationships, because they will only help you grow your business and you as a person. All right, lots of love, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye.